Hey friends, we're going to be reading Eerie Elementary, Recess is a Jungle. This is written by Chabert and illustrated by Sam Ricks. I hope I said their names right. First chapter, Into the Woods. Power shot! Sam Graves shouted as he kicked the soccer ball across the playground. It was recess. Sam and his best friends, Antonio and Lucy, were passing a ball back and forth. Antonio stopped the soccer ball with his foot just before it rolled beneath the swing set. He kicked it back to Sam. Pass to me, Lucy shouted. Sam kicked the ball to Lucy and then raced ahead. Mr. Nicobe, the old man who took care of Eerie Elementary, was raking leaves nearby. Sam waved at him as he darted past. It was Mr. Nicobe who chose Sam to be the school's hall monitor. It was Mr. Nicobe who showed Sam what Eerie Elementary really was. A living, breathing thing that fed on students. The school was alive, and Sam Graves, the hall monitor, was now the protector of the school. Just a month ago, the school stage had tried to swallow Lucy and Antonio during the school play. Then, only days later, Sam and Antonio rescued Lucy after she was swallowed by her locker. Lucy and Antonio now knew the terrible truth about Eerie Elementary, and Mr. Nicobe had made them assistant hall monitors so they could help Sam keep the other students safe. Squawk! Sam's thoughts were interrupted by the squawk of a crow. Big black crows sat on the roof of the school, and they usually gave Sam the willies, but not today. Sam ignored the birds and raced forward. Sam, incoming! Lucy called out. The soccer ball soared through the air. Sam caught the ball with his foot and kicked it around the corner of the school. Eerie Elementary looked like a castle made of crumbling red bricks, and the playground equipment was old and worn. Sam dribbled the soccer ball around the huge wooden jungle gym, and the jungle gym was full of tire swings and rope ladders and poles. It had a climbing net and a bright red slide, too. Sam was coming to the edge of the playground where the soccer goal sat. A rusty fence surrounded the school. It stood just beyond the goal, covered in vines. Take the shot, Sam, Lucy shouted. Sam drew back his foot. He stared at the goal. Then he kicked the ball with everything he had. Pow! The ball soared through the air, and it missed the goal. It missed the goal by a lot. It bounced off the fence and rolled to a stop. The soccer ball rested against a huge knotted tree root that pushed up part of the fence, and the ball was at the edge of a small wooded area beside the school. Sam sighed. I'm so bad at soccer. Lucy and Antonio caught up to Sam. Antonio slapped Sam on his back. I'm sorry, buddy, but it's true. Sorry is just not your sport. Wheat! A high-pitched whistle pierced the air. Sam's teacher, Miss Grinker, stood at the school steps. Recess is over, she called. Everyone inside now. Antonio tugged Sam's sleeve. Your turn to get the ball, buddy, he said, pointing. Don't know if you can see where the soccer ball is. I wonder what's going to happen next. Sam felt a chill rush down his spine. As hall monitor, Sam could sometimes feel things that other students couldn't, and he felt something now. Something bad. A moment later, the soccer ball began to roll. It moved entirely on its own. Sam, Antonio, and Lucy held their breaths. They were stunned. Very slowly, the soccer ball rolled through the twisted hole in the fence and into the dark woods. Chapter 2. After it. Do you think they're going to go after the soccer ball? Sam couldn't believe what he had just seen. The ball was resting against that tree root, thought Sam. And then it just started rolling on its own? Miss Grinker was hurrying the rest of the class into the school. Beside her was Mr. Nakobe. The old man caught Sam's eye. He gave Sam a slight nod. Sam knew what that meant. Mr. Nakobe wanted Sam to go into the woods after the ball. "I'll get the ball," Lucy said. "I'm sure there's a reason it started to roll. Maybe there's a little hill we can't see." "There's a reason, all right," Antonio exclaimed. "Orson Eerie is the reason." Sam and his friends had learned that a mad scientist named Orson Eerie built Eerie Elementary more than 100 years ago, but Orson Eerie found a way to live forever. He became the school. Orson Eerie was Eerie Elementary. "Come on, guys," Antonio said. "Forget about the ball." Lucy wanted to go into the woods. Antonio didn't, and the final choice was Sam's. Time was ticking. Sam looked back. Mr. Nakobe was talking to Miss Grinker. He was distracting her for them. Perfect. There's a picture of Eerie Elementary, or Orson Eerie. "Okay, guys," Sam said. "We're going after that ball." Lucy grinned, and Antonio groaned. But together, the friends walked toward the fence. Pine trees towered over them. They climbed through the twisted fence. Cool air rushed over them. They left the sunlight behind and entered the darkness of the woods. "But what if Orson Eerie made the ball move?" Antonio asked. "We're leaving school grounds," Sam said. "Orson Eerie has no power beyond this fence. We have nothing to worry about." But as soon as Sam finished his sentence, a thick fog came from deep within the woods. In moments, it seemed to swallow them. Sam couldn't see 2 feet from his face. He couldn't see his friends. Here's where they go in. There's all the fog. Sam heard Lucy's voice, but it sounded like she was miles away. He squinted. All he could see was thick, gray fog. All Sam could hear was swirling wind. "Guys, where are you?" Sam cried out. "Antonio? Lucy?" Sam called again and again, but there was no response. His friends were gone.